Hello there, friends. Today we're back with another Universal Yums box. Um, this one here is for the month of August, and I have not looked into it yet. As a matter of fact, I literally just now um, cut the cut the tape so that I wouldn't have a knife in my video. Because for some reason people are sensitive about knives these days. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, we're going to dig into the box right now and see what we got. I'm hoping that this one is better than the last one. The last one was the United Kingdom. It was a little mundane, it had a couple of hits, but the majority were misses. A lot of misses, especially the crisps, the potato chips. Um, haggis. Haggis should not be a potato chip flavor, ever, ever. So today, um, we're going to see what we got from Universal Yums. And it looks like this one is Korea. That probably means there's going to be a lot of packages with Korean writing. And I don't read Korean, so it's going to be interesting. I might actually need the guide for this one because, actually, no, it ain't too bad. I see a couple of them with, I see a few with English on top of it there, so that'll be nice. Anyway, this is the, check that out. Yeah, this is the Welcome to Korea. I'm gonna call it poster. You know, Incheon. I have no clue how to. I'm probably pronouncing that very incorrectly. South Korea's third largest city is famous for seafood and luncheon style fried chicken. Well, that's cool because I am definitely a fan of fried chicken. Seoul. 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 I'm probably destroying that word as well. The capital, megacity, has 10 million residents and a karaoke culture like no other. I'm not a fan of karaoke. I don't drink enough to enjoy karaoke. I'll leave it at that. Okay, it either says Daejeon. No, it's not Jean. That's Daejeon. Dijon, maybe? No, that's mustard. D-A-E-G, no, J-E-O-N. D-A-E, Daejeon. Daejeon. Daejeon, I don't know. The Silicon Valley of South Korea is a hub for scientists and wine lovers alike. That's cool. Daegu, Daegu. This time it's an actual G. Daegu. I don't know. A great spot for shopping herbal medicine and the annual Chimak, which is chicken and beer. Oh hell, these are my people. Chicken and beer? I mean, I'll bring my own Coca-Cola, but I'm down with the chicken. Shoot. Chimak. That is now my new favorite Korean word. Chimak. It means chicken and beer festival. Hey, I'm all about festivals. I'm definitely all about chicken and beer. Not so much the beer part, but you know what? I could probably give away a beer for some chicken at one of these festivals. That would be That would be fun, wouldn't it? Hey, excuse me, I don't drink beer. You can have this. I'll take your chicken though. Just give me a leg. That sounds creepy. Give me a leg. Is that what Dahmer's? Oh, never mind. Never mind. We'll leave that one alone. Guangzhou, or no, it'd have to be Jew. Guangzhou or Guangzhou, Gwangjju. The vibrant Guangzhou, we'll just call it that, art scene inspired the nickname the City of Light. Cool. Is that like their Vegas? Or no, Vegas would be Sin City, wouldn't it? Not the city of. Does America have a city of lights? I don't know. Busan. There's a movie about a train that goes to Busan. It didn't end well. The second largest city in Korea has beautiful beaches and the biggest fish market in the country. No mention of the trains. I understand why. They're probably trying to forget about that little incident. I'm kidding. I'm sure that wasn't based on a true story. I mean, it had zombies in it. Zombies aren't real. Come on. And if they were, maybe we could convince them to eat fried chicken instead of brains. Or people. Oh, what if they think people taste like chicken? Oh, that wouldn't work, would it? Alright. On the back of these, I might not have mentioned this in the last one. Ta-da! They got like a little, they call it the scoreboard. See there? The Yum scoreboard. I don't fill these out, quite frankly. When I'm done doing the videos, I just chuck them. But, as usual, I will be giving a scale of 1 to 10 as far as the taste of the item. Even if it's something that I don't like the taste of, I'll still try to be as objective as possible, as possible, so that I'm not influenced by my own preferences, which is very easy to do because I definitely have preferences. And it looks like they put all of the snack chip type of stuff right on the top, which is kind of what they did in the last one too. All of the crisps and stuff were on top. Ooh, I got more stickers this time. And there's that little ugly nose picking sticker again. Got the Korea stamp right there. See there? Hi, I'm the Korea stamp. Got the nose picking sticker, which I think is kind of standard for Universal Yums, considering that's exactly what I got last time. Got the flag. Yeah, look at the flag. And I don't understand the plane part. Is that where planes were invented? I highly doubt it. Trivia winner sticker. Yeah. I would have probably had won that if I hadn't have missed a couple of questions in the last one, because some of them were kind of tricky. And I'm guessing that there is probably the national flower, if I were to take an educated guess at that. If you understand this one, let me know, cause I would like to understand that one. I'd also like to understand that one, but I mean, they're just some things that I guess we're just not supposed to understand. That's just a little weird. A sticker of a nose getting rooted about by a finger. That is just odd. Okay, this here is Shin Zhang Sweet Acacia Honey. some kind of snack. Sweet honey and roasted black sesame. They kind of look like, I don't know, puffy cornball thingy looking thing. But the center of them is hollowed out. I wonder if it says anything about like what they are on the back. Wheat flour. Okay, that threw away the corn. What the? Holy Moses! There's a word on here that's longer than half of the words I've ever seen. It's called fructuoligosaccharide. Wow, now, that's a word. It probably costs 12 cents just to print that word alone. Alright, but these things, this packaging, macaroni? This packaging feels like very sturdy. You could, if you could make emergency blankets out of this package right here, they'd never rip. I ain't lying. So we're gonna open these up and give them a try. Okay, no, we're not. These are very difficult to open. Okay, we're gonna rip these. There we go. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, especially if you hold it down hard enough. Just ignore that. Alright, I told you, that stuff, whatever this is made out of, that's tough stuff. Alright, let's get inside here. There we go. Alright, we're in. Woohoo! Okay, here's what they look like. Look like a little corn. I swear it looks like one, like a Frito that's been folded over, but I mean, apparently it's made of wheat flour. So, and whatever that fructuoligosaccharide, what thing he was. All right, here we go. Okay, there's definitely a sweetness to it. You can definitely pick up on the honey flavor. It's almost immediate, but it's like a fried, crunchy texture to the rest of it. It's really hard. It's really hard to describe the rest of the taste. I know it said something about some kind of black seeds or... Oh, there it is. Black sesame. Yeah. I don't know what that tastes like, but I don't get the flavor of that at all. Which is probably a good thing. Black sesame as a standalone ingredient would probably not taste very well. However, as far as a snack that somebody could just like, you know, sit down, watch a couple of videos and munch on, this is not bad. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm gonna give it a 6, and that is completely based on my own personal, you know, preference and whatnot. But it is not, I don't know, I just expected, like, you know, something else. But it's literally just a sweet, crunchy, the texture of a Frito, honestly. The texture of a Frito, but absolutely none of the taste or saltiness of a Frito. It is completely 100% sweet, but not overly sweet, like, you know, overpowering. It's like very mild, like honey. And that is the Shinzang. What do you call these? Maybe that's what they're called, like Shinzangs. Here you go, some Shinzangs. Natural Story. Natural Story. I'm guessing that's the name of the company. Shinzang is the name of the product. I have no idea. Anyway, these little crunchy thingies, they're sweet, and They're a 6. All right. What else do we have? Right here on top. That'll be perfect. All right. This here is called K-pop corn. K-pop. I'm not a fan of K-pop. Not the corn. I've never tried the corn. I'm talking about K-pop, the music. I've heard it, and quite honestly, silence is golden for a reason. Let's see if I can at least open these. Good God. Alright, we're giving up on that. I try it twice and then I start ripping. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This ain't ripping like the last one. Oh, there we go. Haha. Right. You know, I just noticed their writing, if you look at it, the Korean like letters and symbols, they all look like the word off written sideways. Might be time to start getting reading glasses. Cool. Ooh, you can immediately smell that it's popcorn. Okay. Oh wow, this is made out of a slightly thinner material than the last one, but it's still that same kind of very chunky emergency blanket style material. Alright, this is called Hot Chili. Made by the company Darda. Cute little, I don't know, popcorn lady or something like there. Like a little kernel. Anyway, hot chili. I hope they're not too hot. I am not a fan of things that are super duper spicy. Alright. Let's grab one and go. Okay. The heat ain't too bad, but then again, it's only been in there for like a minute. This is definitely one of those snacks that the more you eat them over time, the hotter and hotter it's going to get inside your mouth. I only ate one. It was good so far, and it's not overly hot so far. And I actually really like the flavor of it. I really do. I don't know what a hot chili, you know, what makes that hot chili, because it kind of has a, I don't know, it's like there's an aftertaste to it that's actually kind of, I don't know, it's kind of meaty. It is a weird way to describe it, but it's tasty. I mean, literally, I could snack on these. These would be awesome. I'm gonna give these an 8 because I like these, and I honestly didn't think I would. I am pleasantly surprised by these. They have a very good flavor for them being popcorn. Yeah, I'm not a fan of popcorn. These I would be a fan of for sure. Looks like I've still got more chips to go. What is this? Okay, this is, oh good lord, it's spelled, does that say Ohio? No, I highly doubt. Look, it kind of looks like it says Ohio, but it doesn't clearly. This is the brand Cosmaz, something like that. These are apparently shrimp chips, and I'm not going to lie, that scares the crap out of me. I have never had a shrimp flavored anything other than shrimp. So I hope these aren't disgusting. If they are, I know a dog that would love to nibble on them. Good Lord, this is more of that indestructible emergency blanket material. I don't know what the Koreans are doing with their emergency blankets and their, I don't know, I guess they call it Mylar. Is that Mylar? I don't know. But whatever they're doing, they need to start, they need to make airplanes out of it. You'd never have another airplane go down again if it was made out of this stuff. Good Lord. Where are they? I just saw them. Oh, cute. They're all like little uniform slices. And, oh, they're not slices, they're little puffs. Look at that. It's like puffy. Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, I'm going to smell this before I put it in my mouth. No, great. Doesn't smell like anything. That means it's going to taste like hell. Alright, here we go. A shrimp chip. Yay. Okay. Alright, I'm just now starting to get like the aftertaste of shrimp, like you just got done eating, you know, a piece of a piece of fully cooked but cold cocktail shrimp, and it leaves that kind of aftertaste in your mouth, but it's very mild. It ain't sharp at all. It's like very mild. As far as the rest of it goes, kind of salty. Think of it like a Cheeto without the cheese flavor. I mean, you're just eating like, you know, a plain. I wouldn't even call it a Cheeto. It's just a toe. No, it's kind of crunchy and salty, but it's not bad like I thought it was going to be. It's definitely different. That's the purpose of Universal Yums. Try something different from other places, and I am fully on board with that. However, these right here, I'm gonna give them a 5. They're edible. 5 means they're edible. 6 means they're edible and kind of good. 7, you know, it's like, oh, I like these. 8 means I want to snack on them. These are 5. They're edible and they don't suck. They're not repulsive. You know what I mean? That's about the best I can do. Again, not a fan of shrimp flavored things aside from shrimp. Have you ever tried the shrimp flavored ramen? Those taste like the same seasoning that's used in the shrimp flavored ramen was put in whatever kind of batter or uh, we'll call it batter. Oh, tapioca starch. So yeah, whatever that was that had the shrimp flavored ramen stuff in it. It's like they used that same kind, but they used half of the pack. So you don't like immediately get hit with the shrimp flavor right away. But after you've swallowed it and you breathe a couple of times, it's like, oh, wait a second. There's the shrimp taste, and then it just it just lingers in your pie hole until you wash it down with something, which conveniently brings me to the next item uh, in the good old Universal Yums box here. When you get a Universal Yums box and you get the larger of the box series, it comes with a beverage from the place that all of the other goodies come from. And this beverage is Lotte. I'm guessing that's Lotte or Lotte, maybe Lotte, Lotte. Who knows? A bunch of squiggles and jiggly bits. Pine Bud Drink. Is this gonna taste like a pine tree? I've had pine tea before. You know, just out in the wild, fooling around, doing outdoor crap. I was younger, didn't like the taste of it, but I mean, you know, it's not like when you're out in the woods like that, you're carrying sugar with you. Definitely could have used some sugar. Um, this is nice and cold. Just got it from the refrigerator, and we're going to try this and hopefully wash down some of this shrimpy flavor in my mouth. And it's carbonated. That is scary. Scary. Carbonated pine bud. Did it just say drink or did it say something? No, it just says drink, so it ain't like a, I don't know, tea or whatever. Bottoms up. May the Lord not kill me with food poisoning. Wow, that is weird. You can you definitely get the taste of pine. It's I wouldn't say it's as sharp as, like, you know, when you smell pine sol. This is some very watered down pine sol. Don't go drinking pine sol. I'm not saying go drink pine sol. That'll probably kill you if you're lucky. Um, but it's cold. Definitely, definitely an interesting taste. Sweet. Again, pine flavored. There's nothing in there's nothing in America I could really compare that to, but I will tell you this: it ain't bad. I'm gonna give it a six. Just like the Zenzangs or Yenzangs or whatever. I forget what they're called. Who cares? Um, yeah, it's not bad. Um, it's not carbonated, by the way. It doesn't. The can was just under pressure. There's absolutely no fizz, no acidity to it. You know, like Coca-Cola or Pepsi or anything like that, Sprite. It doesn't have that. It's just it's like it's like drinking sweet pine flavored water. It, and it ain't bad. I promise you, it ain't bad. So I'm not upset. If if it was bad, I would have chucked it. The next, oh, there's a lot of boxes. The next one is churros snack. What? I'm not joking. Churros, unless that means something else in Korea. Churros. It's got the squigglies. So this ain't from Mexico. Churros. I thought churros was a Mexican thing. And the bag is it's made to open like that, and there are very little ridges for me to grab onto to open it. I might have to get the knife this time. Let's hope not. Oh, hey, that little slit right there actually worked perfectly. All right, let's see what they look like. Oh, okay, looks like a frickin' churro, for crying out loud. All right, check him out there. Got little. Is it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, little holes in there. We know what churros are, right? So, cinnamon, sugar flavored, fried bits of crunchy stuff. So, bottoms up. Wheat flour. Okay. Yeah. Tastes pretty much like a churro. I don't know where to go with that. That is a weird snack for Korea. But that was good. And I really do like cinnamon and sugar flavor things. French toast. Absolutely love French toast. Can't have it very often, but when I do have it, I enjoy it. That is actually really good. I'm going to give that an 8 as well. That was actually quite yummy. The next thing I have here is some kind of pretzel thing. Honey butter pretzels. Okay, honey butter pretzels. This is by Darda again. Same people that made the popcorn stuff. See their little logo? I wonder if it's that little popcorn person again. It is. It's a little popcorn looking person. The one that made a K-pop snack that I was actually quite fond of. Pretzel honey butter crisp baked snacks. You know, there's a chance that these aren't pretzels. They're just shaped like pretzels. I'll find out in a minute whether they're actual pretzels or not. Come on, you, open up. Come on, love, let Daddy examine you. That sounded creepy. Come on, out you come. All right. Meant to get one and I got 20. All right, so well, there it is. That's what it looks like. Little itty bitty honey butter pretzel doodad. We'll give it a shot. Oh my lord. Okay. I know I'm making faces. They're not horrible. I just was not ready for that. Have you ever had a buttery piece of corn on the cob? Now imagine pouring honey on top of it and taking that flavor and packing it into a pretzel, because that is definitely a pretzel. It's not a pretzel shaped something, that's a pretzel. But it tastes like buttered corn on the cob with honey on it. And that taste came out of nowhere. That was just like, whoo, hello, here I am. And your boy wasn't ready. Not a fan of that flavor from a pretzel. In all honesty, when it comes to honey mustard flavor pretzels, I don't like them either. I like pretzels plain. If I want something to flavor my pretzel, I'll dip it in cheese, cheddar, nacho cheese, something. I'm not looking for these kind of flavors when it comes to a pretzel. However, keeping that in mind, I'm going to give that a 6 because I'm sure that type of flavor is enjoyable to somebody, just not me. And even though I do like the taste of buttered corn on the cob, the honey should be omitted from that entirely because it doesn't even taste honey like. It doesn't have that, that taste that honey has. It's just a very bold sweetness. But again, I'm gonna say 6, which puts them at like slightly above edible. However, again, not horrible, just not something that I particularly care for. Okay. Um, let's move on. For the love of God, let's move on. Here's another thing that looks like some kind of snack chip. You know what? I think I'm gonna try some of this pine drink to get the taste out of my mouth because that was a weird butter. Don't get me wrong, the butter flavor was there more so than in that UK thing that I had that said it was buttery flavored. It wasn't. It wasn't butter crap. It wasn't no butter. This is where they put the butter. They sent it to Korea and said, "Here, add this to your pretzels." Yeah, that's helpful. Yeah, that actually helps. Okay, on to the next one. That is upside down. It look. It almost looks like it says something in English right here. L-A or L-O and then possibly a here or a P. No, they're upside down. It says whatever that says. But there's hope because I'm pretty sure that's a chili. And the last thing that I had from Korea that was chili flavored, I actually ended up enjoying. Oh crap, it says so hot on it. Oh, here we go. Sweet and spicy. Why are there two T's at the beginning of that word and not in the middle of it? Flavor wheat and rice snack. Teokbokki. Tiakbaki? 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 I am butchering the Korean language. I apologize. If it makes you feel any better, make fun of the English language all you want. It's not like we respect it. Just, we will invent words if we don't know them. Alright. Here's what they look like. Apparently, it's a pasta noodle. It could be. With the little ridges, little pasta noodle with the ridges, yeah. And it says so hot, but it also says sweet. And it's supposed to be chili flavored, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna like these or not. Hello, Coco. How are you? This is spicy. I don't think you'd want it, baby doll. She doesn't believe me. We're gonna take a, yeah. Here we go. Wheat rice, that's right. Chili flavor, I won't say non-existent, but it's hard to find. You got to look for it. Sweetness is definitely there. I don't know. I don't know why. It would almost be better without the sweetness, but you know, these are snacks. People like sweet things with their snacks. They're not horrible. They're just not for me. I'm gonna give them a six. We're gonna, yeah. Six, we're getting a lot of sixes today, aren't we? But I mean, that's the fun of trying stuff from other places. You're not always going to like them, and when you do, it's actually quite a pleasant little surprise. Can't wait for a pleasant little surprise. Oh, spice wise, it's not. They're not that hot. They're tolerable. Definitely very tolerable. Another Cosmos company. That's their logo. In case I didn't show it to you that time, I'm guessing that says Cosmos. I have no idea. These are called Choco Coconut Corn Puffs. You would think these would be good, and I'm hoping they are. I like chocolate. I like coconut. For some reason, Corn Puffs ending in the chocolate and coconut part gives my mind and my tongue worry. And unfortunately, if I don't like these, I can't feed them to my dog. You know, because of the chocolate. All right, look. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I apologize. That's shame on me. Shame on me, y'all. I'm not joking. That's what it looks like. Oh. Okay. Have you ever been coon hunting? This is what you're looking for when you go coon hunting. This is. It looks like a. It looks like a coon poop. Kind of looks like some Cocoa. Go lay down. Looks like a little dog turd. Okay, it smells like chocolate, thank God. Oh Lord. I'm still gonna try it. If it didn't smell like chocolate, I wasn't going to, but it smells like chocolate, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. That looks like a little turd. Look at it. It's a little turd. Okay. You guys need to change your packaging or your recipe or put some food coloring in it that doesn't make it brown. Lord have mercy. I apologize. Alright. I'm getting none of the coconut flavor at all. It did say coconut, right? Yeah, Choco coconut. Yeah, I'm getting none of the coconut flavor at all. You can definitely taste the corn puff. That's what the face I made was all about. I was expecting it to be a little bit more firm. It it was a soft turd. um, Good strong chocolatey flavor. It actually kind of put me in the mind of chocolate pebbles, um, Choco Pebbles, the Flintstone cereal. You got the fruity pebbles, and then there's the chocolate one. It has that flavor of chocolate. Very, I mean, I can be very specific about that. It has that exact flavor of chocolate. Not picking up any coconut at all. Could be a good thing. Could be a bad thing. I would have liked to have had like, oh look, there's the coconut, but I didn't have that. So that's quite all right. Those were not bad. I wasn't fantastically thrilled about them either. I'm tempted to give them a 6, but I'm going to give them a 7 because I know the reason that I don't like them is because of that soft corn puff taste and that it looks like a little tiny turd. But I shouldn't judge based on those things because the flavor of the chocolate definitely there. It hits right off the run. Coconut, not there. Again, hard to tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So I'm going to say 7. And that's me being as best fair as I can about them. Alright, now I've got a lot of crap in my way here, so I'm going to have to start digging a little deeper to find some of the things inside this box. And right off the top, I'm able to find something called a Pepero. This is made by the same company that makes the drink Loti or Loti or Lotte. Who knows? And this is what we're looking at. That's what a Pepero is. It's probably pronounced Pepero. Snowy almond. Kind of looks like one of those, what are they called? Pokey sticks? Pocky sticks? I've never had those either, so this will be interesting. As soon as I figure out how to open it. Oh, okay. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Nothing in the box. Good. What's in the box? Open. Oh, that's lovely. Look at it. Right there. It tells you. Open. Right there. That's where it wants you to open. These are idiot proof. These are my people. Open. Thank you. Yes. As I proceed to open it from a place other than where it says to open. I'm assuming it just means open from the top there, not from down there. Either way, I don't care. I'm going to open it however I can open it. As long as I can get to it, find out what it tastes like, and make it disappear. That's all. That's all I'm really trying to do here. Okay. I'm guessing. Hello! I'm guessing on the little Pocky sticks or Pokey sticks or whatever they're called, this part here is edible. The part that kind of looks like a burnt chopstick. And this part here is the, I'm guessing, the yummy bit. Sure. Anyway, Pepero. Snowy almond flavor. Yeah, that's the flavor, snowy almond. I'm pretty sure snow just tastes like water, but this is snowy almond. Completely different thing. Don't you forget it. It's got a very mild sweetness to it. You can definitely taste the almond. If you knew that there was almonds in that, you would say, yep, there's the almond. If you did not know that there were almonds in it, you would say, gee, I wonder what that is. Because it's quite honestly indistinguishable from even the little stick thingy that it's glued to. Not glued, but you know. Lord. Again, this is a very underwhelming snack. It's just not. It's not something that I could really get down with. You know, it's not something that I would say, hey, I'm gonna go and make a run for some peepero. I'm not doing that. um, don't get me wrong, it ain't bad. I'm gonna give it a 5, maybe leaning into a 6 if you're the type of person that likes almonds, especially sweet variety of almonds. You would probably enjoy this. I'm just yeah. I can't say I'm enjoying it. I tried it. Okay, it didn't suck, but it ain't fantastic. I'm leaning towards 5. Like I said, very underwhelming kind of flavor. If you were to go out in your backyard, walk up to a tree and pull a stick off of it and dip it in whatever that white almondy stuff is and wait till it dried and bit into it, that's that's basically what you would taste. The stick has absolutely no flavor, and um, the rest of it barely has flavor. But it does have flavor, just barely, very little. Again, I'm not complaining. There are some things that are just for some people, and some things that are just not for some people. Oh my god, what is this? This is blueberry soda, sweet and sour chews, but the thing on the front of it is blowing a bubble. So are they chews or are they gum? Okay. And anyway, just so you can have a look at what I'm looking at. There you go. See? That little blueberry is blowing a bubble, which like makes you think, "Oh, is it bubble gum?" And on the back it says sweet and sour blueberry soda chews. That's the word, chews, not gum. I'm going to trust the English words on here because I can't read them other ones, and I'm gonna hope that this is chews. Because if it's bubblegum, there ain't no point in me opening it until, like the very last item. Because of obvious reasons. Oh Lord, I hope this ain't like that taffy bar. That taffy bar from the UK box. Man. That thing nearly took me out. Not that it tasted bad or anything. The taste, it tasted good. The problem was it was hard to eat. there are there are polymers at NASA that aren't that strong. I'm telling you, man, it was crazy. Okay, this is kind of shaped like a little now and later. Matter of fact, it's a paper package on the outside, and inside is another paper package for the candy. And the candy looks a lot like a piece of frickin' bubblegum. There it is. Yeah, it looks like Hubba Bubba. Yeah, this one smells like Hubba Bubba. Watch me find out chews literally means gum. I have a feeling it's not gum. It has the texture and sourness like a now later does. I can't wait for this to be over. So far, it hasn't gotten stuck on anything. Thumbs up. Thumbs up there. All right, 20 hours later. Definitely very tart. If you like sour things, you're gonna love that. As far as the blueberry taste goes, I'm guessing the reason why it says blueberry soda is because it kind of has like that citrusy kind of fizz to it, like I don't know, like a soda pop gives you that kind of fizzy burn on your tongue, even though technically it's not a burn, it's just the acidic part. It has that citric acid kind of sting. We'll call it a sting. Has that kind of sting to it. Doesn't hurt. It's tart. Blueberry. You could have told me that was grape, and I would have just shook my head and said, sure, yeah, okay. Peach, yeah. Orange, sure, whatever. Tutti frutti, okay. I didn't taste any blueberry. However, it was not bad. I'm not a fan of sour stuff. I'm also not a fan of things that you gotta chew for 20 minutes to be able to devour. I'm going to give it a 7 in spite of all of those things because it was a good flavor. Might not have liked the sourness. Okay, I gotta look past that because I don't like sour things. Other people probably do. Flavor, however, really good. The part of the part about the blueberry, yeah, I never tasted blueberry. So, there's that. Time to wash down the old pie hole. Woo. Okay. Move some things around. Ooh, is that Hi-C? No. Thought that was a Hi-C juice container. Quit running away. Come back here. What are you anyway? Choco pie. Okay. Alright, what's this thing? It doesn't say great. Another Crown product with a big old peach on it. See there? Whatever it is, I'm guessing it's peach flavored. I just hope it ain't gum. Oh god, it does. It looks like gum. Ingredients: sugar, corn syrup, isomaltol, ligosol, that stuff, gelatin, sorbitol, oil, juice, beeswax, carnauba wax, and beeswax. Okay. Alright, at this point, all I can do is hope that it's not gum. Because if it's gum, that means I'm pretty much going to be chewing it, telling you what it tastes like, and then spitting it right back out. Because there's other things to taste. I know, burden of mind, right? I opened it so evenly with, oh, I'm only slightly idiotic. I just saw where it said peach gummies. Oh, that's cute. So apparently these are peach flavored gummies, which is good because I actually like gummies. I don't know if I like peach flavored one. Actually, I don't think I do. I tried these peach rings things once. Not a fan. Anyway, this is what they look like. Soft and squishy. It's a gummy. Like the package says. Once you examine it. Imagine that. They got some kind of juicy center in them, like a kind of puts you in the mind of Gushers, only it's a gummy candy and not whatever the heck a Gusher is. Definitely has that generic peach flavored candy taste to it. If you like peaches, if you like peach flavored things, you'd really enjoy these. I'd give them an 8. Me personally, I don't like peach flavored things. For me, these are a 6. But if you like peach flavor stuff, definitely an 8. You would really enjoy these. This guy doesn't like peach flavored stuff. As I said, I tried peach rings. Didn't care for them. So for me, 6. For everybody else out there in the world, probably an 8. Next thing we're going to try is this doodad that was running away from me a minute ago. Made again by the same company that makes the pine drink, Lotte, or Latte, or Lottie, who knows. This is a Choco Pie. We have something equivalent to that, don't we? Oh, no we don't, because it's also black sugar and milk tea. Yeah, we ain't got nothing like that. At first I was thinking maybe a moon pie. You know, this is not a moon pie. This is not a moon pie. Let's check it out. Wow, it smells like a moon pie. The chocolate does, not the rest of it. It does, the rest of it doesn't smell anything like it. The chocolate has that moon pie style smell. Yeah, very familiar. Almost shit. I went back to 1986 just then. 1986. I was but a wee lad. Anyway, that's what it looks like. About the size of a peppermint patty. A York peppermint patty. Yeah. Oh, this way, not that way. York peppermint patty. Nutty Buddy. It's about the thickness of a Nutty Buddy. I had to be more specific. Wow, that just falls apart in your mouth. Loses all structural. Loses all of its structural ability. Okay, where's the part with the? Oh, I'm already there. Okay. So what is that? Black tea milk? Go away. Black sugar milk tea. Yeah. As far as the chocolate taste goes, nice. It's subtle, you know, it's not real sharp. Um, the flavor of the overall item, very lackluster. Like, I mean, you know, it has the sweetness of the chocolate. It's got that cookie bit in there that just crumbles all to pieces and practically becomes sand in your mouth as you're chewing it. with that like kind of marshmallowy center that has absolutely no flavor whatsoever. The only thing you're really tasting is the chocolate. Yeah, that's still all I'm getting is the taste of the chocolate. Um, I'm gonna give it a 5. It's edible. It's not enjoyable, but you can eat it. if if you were starving, that will keep you from dying. If you're looking for flavor, you'll wish you're dead. Okay, get that out of the way. Find this box right here. Can't tell if that's pink or orange or what that is. What color is that? That it looks pink to me. That looks red. In case you want to argue, this box looks like a pinkish orange. It's a weird looking little box. Anyway, these, oh, another item by the Crown Company. These are strawberry. It just says strawberry. They gotta be cookies. They look like cookies. Queen's Secret Recipe. Well, yeah, if the only thing she's gonna tell you is that they're strawberry, might as well be a secret recipe. Sando strawberry cream filled cookies. It probably said that already on the box, but it didn't say it in English, so I was unable to translate. I'd use my phone to translate, but that's how I'm recording, so that not gonna work. And inside the box is a bag. I feel like I'm getting an Amazon delivery. If it's not a box in a bag, it's a bag in a box. You ever noticed that? Yeah. This is what they. There's 2 of these, by the way. So, yeah. And inside there is 3 cookies. There you go. 3 cookies. Look kind of looks Oreo-esque. Not like right on the nail head there, but you know, esque. And there's the strawberry cream filling. All right, we'll give it a shot. The cookie part is even kind of strawberry flavored. The cream in the middle has a very slight strawberry flavor to it and a very slight sweetness. They're nowhere near as sweet as an Oreo cookie. Not even close. They're very underwhelming as far as the sweetness goes. But they're a good cookie. The cream filling is also kind of nice. I'm gonna say 7 for these. I would give them an 8, but they'd have to have just a little bit more strawberry punch to that flavor. So 7's where I'm at on these. Okay. Now, there's something else in here. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I found it. And there's several other things in there too. So, Chocoheim. Chocoheim. This is another one of those C Natural Story brands. Hazelnut cream Choco Hazelnut Chocoheim. Wafer sticks. Okay, that's what they are. Yeah, because that's what the box looks like. Chocoheim. I'm guessing that's Heim. Could be Heim. I don't know. I do find it rather suspicious. This is supposed to be a Korean product, and everything on it is in English. Makes me wonder what country are they making these for? Republic of Korea, Yongsangu Seoul. Assuming I'm saying that right. Oh, that's a production date. I was about to say. Production date said 3/17/2025. I thought that was the expiration date. I was about to say, hey, wait a minute. Am I still able to try these? But the use by date is almost 1 year later. 364 days later. Little packages inside box and bags again. And there. Now I can read. It was upside down. Anyway, there you go. That's the package. And apparently inside here are 2 wafer sticks. Yeah, wafer sticks. Oh, I'm gonna explode that all over the place. Come on, you. Jeez. Don't make me get out the multi-tool. I'll do it. I've done it before. Ah! Okay. Alright, here's what it looks like. 2 of those in each package. 3 packages in the box. Alright. Nothing on the other side. Almost practically sounds hollow. Have you ever tried Nutella? Take a piece of cardboard, spread a very, very light coating of Nutella on the cardboard, and then bake the cardboard until it becomes crispy. That's what this would taste like. Other than the Nutella, everything else is just a crispy coating of nothing with any flavor whatsoever. I mean, they could have at least given it a flavor. Heck, if they'd have at least dipped it in chocolate or something, it would taste better. However, if you're a fan of candies or snacks that have like very mild sweetness and are just kind of, I don't know, this would probably go good with like maybe a cup of coffee. I'm guessing, because of the mild flavor that it has, or maybe even some tea. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I'm going 4 on this one because it literally lacks any kind of, yum. It just this is not something I'd call a universal yum. I'd call it a universal. It's not a yum. Not for me anyway. And it almost got a 3 until I was able to finally taste the chocolate. You got to look for that chocolate taste, by the way. It don't just show itself. That thing is in the closet. It's hiding from the boogeyman. Alright, I'm pretty sure I got at least one box left. I'm gonna double check just to make sure there ain't another. Oh, good Lord, there it is. It's not a box, it's a bag. It's a bag. Okay, there's more than just a bag. There's another one in shoes. Okay. And that appears to be it. Okay. So we got 3 more items left. Woohoo! Alright. This is a okay. Can you read what that says? I'm pretty sure that's pronounced coq d'as. Coq d'as? Coke d'as or assy? Mascarpone cream. Made by the Melange Company. White. Is there a sticker on this that Englishifies what this is? No, it doesn't. Italian style cream cheese and ultra rich cream. Okay, first of all, the name is sus in and of itself. Oh Lord. It's bound to be horrible. They give you so many of them. Look, there's a bunch of them inside there. Okay, I am officially worried. Because, first of all, mascarpone and cream, Italian style cream cheese. Is this like a piece of cheese or a mozzarella stick maybe? Or another wafer looking. It looks like a freaking cookie. This is what it looks like. It looks like a freaking cookie. Okay, it doesn't smell bad. Wish me luck. Okay, what it is it's 2 cookie pieces, one here and one there, and there's a very thin layer of some kind of creamy substance, probably the mascarpone and cream center. The cookie part of this kind of tastes like the wafer part of the last thing that we tried, the Choco Heims. But it's a little bit, it has a little sweetness to it. Okay, there's yeah, it's kind of like eating a dry cookie. Um, that's slightly sweet, maybe just a little buttery, which is probably from the cream and the mascarpone or mascarpone, however you pronounce it. Again, very, very underwhelming. Not very, not what I'd call snackable. You know what I mean? The kind of thing you'd have to be in the mood for. I'm gonna say 5 on that one as well. And I'm gonna wash my mouth out with some pine water. That's still not a bad drink, even though it's no longer as cold as it was. Oh, more of the chew things. This is sweet and sour grape. Okay, maybe I'll actually be able to taste the grape in this one. Though I certainly didn't taste any blueberry in the last one. It's got grape juice in it. That's a good start. So let's give this a whirl. Oh great, they got their sticker over the little thing you're supposed to pull to open it. Thanks guys. Which means I've now got to ride the struggle bus to open this stupid thing. Struggle bus it is. Yeah, these things got a little pull, thingy, piece of plastic wrapped around the top of it. When you pull on it, that helps open it up. In order to access it, though, you got to be able to grab the little tapered part that they leave open for you. The little tapered part is completely blocked by the sticker that describes in English what this is. So, yeah, it's, what can you do, right? Definitely smell the grape flavor. And in all honesty, I smelled the blueberry on the last one. I just didn't taste it at all. And again, we're looking at another piece of bubblegum looking thing. And I'm guessing it's going to be a little tart. Wow. Definitely tart. Minutes later. Definitely very tart, but you immediately taste the grape flavoring. Overall, not bad. For me, I don't care for it. It's just too tart. Why put your brain through that? It's like handing somebody a piece of gum that's been dipped in citric acid and grape flavoring. It's just not for me. But I'm sure that people that like sour items would really enjoy that, especially if they like sour grape items. I'm going to give it a 7. For me, it's more like a 6 or a 5. But it's a 7 for other folks. It would have to be a 7 for other folks. Alright. This is the last item, and I am a little confused on what I'm supposed to do with this. warning: cancer and reproductive. What? Cancer and reproductive harm? P65 warnings? Is this going to shrink my balls or something? Okay, this is... I didn't read the name of it. I should have read the name of it. This is called Papushu. I'm getting PP Ushu, made by the Otogi company. I'll let you take a look at it there. You can correct me if I'm wrong. It says right there, cancer, cancer and reproductive harm. It doesn't say if you eat it, smell it, touch it, look at it sideways, throw it at your friend, or what. It just says cancer and reproductive harm. That scares the hell out of me. I'm worried about this now. Oh, and you don't boil it. You smash it. Not my words. Right there. Don't boil it. Smash it. I thought this was a pack of ramen noodles or something at first. And I'm still not 100% sure that it ain't. How to enjoy. Take out the spices and smash noodle. Sprinkle spices. Shake and enjoy. I don't even like ramen noodles. Why would people eat this like this? They just... Is this like the Korean equivalent to walking nachos? You ever had walking nachos? It's where you like to buy a bag of Doritos or Fritos or something, and you open them on their side and put some some nacho cheese in them, or some chili and some nacho cheese. Not a bit. Oh, good lord! It's even got a. It's got a spice packet. It's. You can't make this crap up. This is an actual snack. Good lord! Excuse me. This is an actual snack that people in Korea eat. What? Hold on. I'm the type of person I like to try something before I go committing to it. That's what it looks like. It's like a little bit. I mean, it's a whole thing in there, but this is what it looks like when you break a piece off. Alright, what kind of starch are we using here? Wheat flour. Why is it always wheat flour? Wheat flour, potato starch, modified starch, potato, beef, glucose, soy sauce, always soy sauce. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's do it the way they say to do it. Brush them up here. At least that way it'll make it easier to throw away when I decide I don't like them. And I'll be pleasantly surprised if I do. Which I don't foresee happening. Alright, let's add the salt, the flavor pack. The spice pack, that's what it's called. Spice pack. Come on, you. Alright. Oh, that is a smell right there. Ooh. Oh, man. Ugh. Smells like the inside of a vacuum when you change the stuff out. Hope that mixes up real good. Alright, well, that is. Any of you ever been around an old man, or you just are an old man, and at the end of a long work day, he takes off his shoes, lets his feet air out, and you get that aroma of sweaty foot gym locker nastiness? That's what that smells like. That smells horrible. Now I know it's the garlic powder and the onion powder and the, what else the heck was in this silly thing? The soy sauce, glucose, salt, and lecithin, mono, and diglycerides. Yeah. Garlic seasoning. You've already put garlic in it. Why do you need garlic seasoning? Literally right up at the top of the thing it says what did it say? Garlic powder, flavor, salt, something like that. Garlic and onion artificial flavor. Yeah, garlic and onion artificial flavor. Then down at the bottom it says garlic seasoning. Garlic glucose. My God, I didn't know that garlic had a glucose. Really? And stevia corn oil. Stevia and corn oil, black pepper, green tea extract. Couldn't you have just flavored them cheese? Oh, that's too big. That's too big. There we go. That'll do. Okay, praise the Lord. It does not taste as bad as it smells. But now that is inside my. It's in there. It ain't coming out. Oh my. That is ugly. Who makes these? I almost want to lodge a complaint. Oh, that's right. So I'll never have to eat these again. Boy. Okay. They're edible, but barely. If you like onion, if you like that strong oniony, garlicky taste, this is your snack. If you're the type of person that like opens up a thing of ramen and you just eat the noodles as they are, this is your snack. I am neither of those things. This is not my snack. Oh, Atogi, what are you doing to us? I'm going to give this a 3. I am just completely repulsed by whatever that is. That is rough. Rough. That's a very strict no from me. Alright. Last box had a little trivia in it. I like to do little trivia. So we're going to see if this has any trivia in it. Coco, settle down, baby. Nothing for you to worry about. Okay. Alright, this ain't trivia, but it's like, fun facts, right? Everybody likes fun facts about different countries. Yeah, we'll do this. I mean, I'll read it. We warmly welcome your mouth to Korea. That is a weird way of phrasing that. I want to welcome your mouth to Korea. That is weird. Let's see, what's cooking for lunch? More rice, bibimbap, bibimbap. A rice bowl topped with a fried egg is a delicious lunch option and easy way to use leftover veggies and proteins. All right. How to say yum in Korea? Yum is nyam nyam, Nyam, meant to sound like a person enjoying a meal. Yum 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 yum. There's something else that sounds like. Rice is also featured in sweet rice cakes. Thank God I didn't get any of those. A dessert, but another popular treat is bingsu, shaved ice covered in condensed milk and various sweet toppings. Yum yum. Very funny. Popular saying here: if someone in South Korea says you're licking the outside of a watermelon, subakya kaki, it means you've only scratched the surface. The good stuff is underneath. Lovely sense of humor. Ooh, yay! Trivia train. Choo choo. Alright, where's number one at? It's kinda hard to tell on the trivia train here. Oh, okay, it's left and center. There we go. What is unique about birthdays in South Korea? A. They're not celebrated at all. B. They're celebrated twice a year. These people like to party, if that's true. C. They're celebrated normally, except the change in age is not reflected until the new year. D. They are celebrated by the mother instead of the child. I don't know. That's a tough one for me. Especially having absolutely knowing nothing about Korea. Well, celebrating one's birthday didn't become popular until after, who was it, Roosevelt's wife? So that's like an American thing, really. I'm sure picked up after that by other cultures, but I'm going to say it's not celebrated at all. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. The answer is C. Apparently the neighbors are setting off fireworks. No, there are no firework holidays around us right now. In the ghetto. Anyway, in Korea, until recently, you were considered to be one when you were born. These fools can't count. Everyone then gains a year when the new year arrives. So, though each individual typically celebrates their birthday where it falls during the year number doesn't officially change until the new year arrives. That rule still exists when it comes to drinking age. Really? Or age of military eligibility. Aha! That's why that that's why they did that. Okay, now we're making some sense here. And this is South Korea, by the way, not that crazy country. These are the ones that have a little more aptitude for humanity. Koreans to calculate their international age to reduce confusion. Sure, because there's nothing at all confusing about that. Your birthday ain't your birthday. Your birthday is the new year, because that's when you actually age. But your actual birthday, that doesn't mean nothing. That's just the day you were born. If you're 11 years old on your birthday, you're not 12. You're still 11. You don't become 11 until after New Year's, and then you become 12. And the more you know. Okay. Two. Which of these quirky museums have never existed in South Korea? Poo Poo Land. I'm guessing that's where they sell those little those little chocolate puffs. Welcome to Poo Poo Land. Would you like some puffs? Yeah, I'll take a couple little chocolate turd puffs. Thank you. Have a nice day. Teddy Bear Museum, Mr. Toilet House, Seoul Museum of Chicken Art, A, B, C, and D. Poo Poo Land, A. B. Teddy Bear Museum. C. Mr. Toilet House. D. Seoul Museum of Chicken Art. I'm going to say all of the above. Just because it's time to be weird. It's time to be weird. I'm going to say all of the above. I'm going to take my glasses off so I can read. When you're 45, that'll make sense. Oh, great. Everything just disappeared. And oh, there we go. All right, we're in focus now, people. Number two. Yeah, number two. Two. Sorry, these are all real. I was afraid of that. Poo Poo Land appears to have closed down permanently. Lord, I don't ask for much, but I'm begging you to let the next sentence be something about a sewage backup problem. It would be hilarious. Please, Lord. Closed down permanently in May 2024, but there's plenty of other super weird and incredibly cool museums in South Korea to make up for it. That's too bad. I was really hoping the next line was going to be they had a sewage issue. Because that would have been hilarious. Oh, for crying out loud. 3. South Korean rapper Psy took the world by storm in 2012 with Gangnam Style. What is Gangnam? A. An ultra rich district of Seoul. B. A style of clothing. C. A style of dance. Or D. Korea's version of Gucci. I am pretty sure when he was on one of those talk shows, they had to, his English wasn't very good, so they had to subtitle some of what he said. But they were talking to him, and I'm pretty sure Gangnam was a place where he was where he was at. I don't know if it was where he was from, but I'm pretty sure it's a district of Seoul. And according to this, it says ultra rich district. So, you know, that's like Beverly Hills for Koreans, I guess. Yeah. What number was that? That was number 3. Find number 3. D. That's 4. D. A. 3. Yep. A. A. 3 is A. Psy was born in Gangnam. Okay, so he was born in Gangnam, which is a highly affluent district of Seoul. Gangnam Style is a satirical tribute to the women in Gangnam and the lifestyle of the people who live there. Sweet. Oh, this one's kind of cut off by the page. 4. Karaoke is a huge part of Korean culture. Which of these things is not true about Korean karaoke? Well, now we're getting into the meat of the thing here. A. Nearly every typical night out ends with karaoke. I'm pretty sure that's true. B. Korea has thousands of norebangs or private singing rooms in every major city. I could believe that. C. It's easy to find convenient two-person karaoke booths where you pay by the song. I could honestly see that as well. D. Singers have to get a high score or they will be thrown out of the room. I highly doubt that because you would lose money. I'm going to say D is the wrong one. Where? Four. D. The scores are not nearly as important as enthusiasm. So they actually do score them? Like, really? Just, okay. I don't know how you would score somebody that you're not listening to sing. Does anyone actually listen to anyone when they're doing karaoke? I mean, pretty much you're waiting for your friends to get up there and make a fool of themselves, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, we've had our drinks, we've had our, we've had our munchies, we can go home now. The other three statements are all true. Figured that. Norabangs or song rooms are everywhere, varying from extremely simple and cheap to luxurious and expensive. Coin norabangs are as common and convenient as vending machines on the street. Since Korean culture is otherwise competitive and work focused, norabangs are a great way to relax and wind down. Karaoke, very popular over there, obviously. Oh, over here, it's like tolerated until somebody gets shot. Number 5. Which cereal flavor is unique to South Korea? Kimchi Cheerios? I hope not. Cereal? Like you put milk in it? In Kim? No, there's no way. Can't be. Persimmon Fruit Loops, Yuzu Cornflakes, or Green Onion Chex. I hope none of those is a cereal flavor, to be honest with you. That's number 5. D. Green Onion Chex. Chex isn't a cereal though. That's like a snack thing. They're probably talking about like cereal that you don't pour milk in, which is not what it is. You should have said kibble. Which one of these is a or a South Korean flavor of kibble? 2004, Kellogg's launched a marketing campaign allowing customers to vote on a new Chex cereal flavor, offering chocolate and green onion as the choices. The corporation wrongly assumed chocolate would win by a landslide. However, when the popular vote revealed green onion as the winner, Kellogg's controversially declared chocolate the the legitimate winner, to the disappointment of many. 16 years later, Kellogg's finally fulfilled their original promise, resulting in the release of a novel green onion flavored cereal. These people are on another level. They actually had the option of voting for a cereal that was chocolate, and they said, no, we want green onion cereal. And this is cereal that you pour milk in. Yeah, yeah, let that sink in. These were my people. They had me at the beer and chicken festival. Now they're losing. They're losing me. I'm I'm out at this point. At this point, I'm out. Sorry, y'all. I can't party. I can't party with Korea right now. That is, whoo, hell no. What is mukbang? That is a great question. I've seen videos of like little Asian ladies doing like a mukbang thing where they use a ASMR microphone and they sit there and they slurp noodles and eat all this crap, and I'm just sitting there like, how are you still thin? You know, if I look at a Twinkie wrong, I'll gain 5 pounds. This lady's eating a bowl of, I don't even know what they call it, fa, whatever it is, just sitting there shoveling it down her pie hole, walks away looking like she's pregnant. Next day does another video. They're built differently, I'm telling you. What am I on? 5. Which cereal? Okay, I'm on 6. 6. What is a mukbang? A popular food related video game. Can you imagine? GTA mukbang. A genre of music about food. Highly doubt that. A cartoon character who loves food. That could be something. A live show where hosts eat a lot of. Oh, no. I'm an idiot. Clearly, it's D. I literally just sit here and explain the whole damn thing to you. 6D, mukbang translate into eatcast or eating show. It can be pre-recorded, but it's often a live broadcast. I thought mukbang stood for eat way too damn much. I literally thought that's what it meant. You know, it's like just eat a lot of food. Mukbang. Hey, we can be friends now. It can be pre-recorded, but it's often a live broadcast in which the main host eats a large amount of food in front of the camera. Fans can interact with the host and each other in the corresponding chat. Never been part of one of those. And the idea is that watching someone else eat food is similar to enjoying it yourself. Wrong. Again, I wasn't looking for mukbang, okay? Just so you know, I saw a thing on Facebook that was making fun of mukbang videos, and I was like, I wonder what a mukbang video is. So I went to YouTube, type in mukbang, and there's like this little Asian girl, looked like she came from that well from the ring, and just sitting there shoveling food into her pie hole. And when she was done, she was shoveling whole egg rolls into her pie hole. And I'm just sitting there watching her going, oh my God, this bitch is built different. She just built different. Which of these is a real superstition in Korea? Alrighty. The number 4 is bad luck. Sleeping with a fan on could kill you. Well, I can tell you right now, I've I've lived dangerously. That is busted, myth busted. How about we just say that, okay? Not even plausible. Unless the fan is above your head, made out of metal, and Tyler from Tyler Tube is somewhere around, you know, pulling switches. If you ever watch Tyler Tube, let me know what you think about it. There are days when I look and see one of his videos on YouTube and I tell myself, thank God he's still alive. The fact that he hasn't killed himself yet with some of his angst is just a miracle. C. Writing names in a red pen is bad luck. D. Cutting fingernails or toenails at night is bad luck. I'm going to guess that every one of these is probably some kind of crazy superstition of some sort. What number? 7. 7. All of these are true. True. I thought they were superstition. Okay, all of these are. I was about to say I've never died sleeping in front of a fan. All of these are superstitions. Just as many buildings in the U.S. don't have 13th floor. Korean buildings have an F floor instead of a 4th floor. And red pens are avoided because they were once reserved for execution orders. Fan death is an old wives' tale, normally told by old wives, that has been debunked. That's what I said. But many Koreans still believe in the superstition and continue to avoid fans while sleeping. Well, that's just silly. Oh, is that the last one? Damn. Okay, last one. Number 8. Apparently there's only 8 cars on this train. K-pop is a massive phenomenon in Korea and all over the world, and one of the biggest groups is BTS. What does BTS stand for? A. Behind the scenes. B. Bulletproof Boy Scouts. C. Beyond the Scene. And D. Big Time Singers. They speak Korean in Korea, right? So how could their acronyms like BTS be Anglified? Behind the scenes, beyond the scenes. Behind, beyond. Behind, beyond. I have a feeling it's one of those two. I'm going to go out on the limb and say beyond the scene. Let's see what we get. Oh, I wasn't even close. Really? Okay. The answer is A. The answer to 8 is B, and as it says, sort of C. Whatever. BTS comes from the Korean name Bangtan Sonyeondan. So that would be BS, not BTS, which means Bulletproof Boy Scouts. Okay. Right. Bulletproof Boy Scout. That's BBS, not BTS. I should have picked that one because that's the only one that would have not fallen into the Anglification. Anyway, the band said that their name could also stand for Beyond the Scene to symbolize their growth from boys to adults. How's about we just get rid of K-pop altogether and save everybody the trouble? Then we wouldn't have to go through this junk. Alright. These are all the snacks that we tried tonight. I've already given you the rundown on these. I can't really think of any right now that we couldn't identify what was going on. Yeah, those pretzels, crispy, buttery, and chewy, were made in Germany. Yeah, there's that ramen noodle thing, crunchy, shaky, beefy. How is shaky a description of the? I mean, does the flavor make you shaky? I'm shaky enough that it has that warning on it about cancer and reproductive harm. Probably shouldn't have ate that. They're gonna mess with my boys, isn't it? Gonna make things shrink or something. Got to be careful. Pine flavored drink, Korean red pine tree, named for its reddish trunk. All right. And then the rest of it's just a bunch of crap about K-pop. The music, not the people that made the corn. I'd actually probably care to read a little bit about that. Some cookie recipes in here. Dalgona, and looks like those cookies from Squid Game cookies. Yeah. That ought to. Yeah, I'm not making those, by the way. Come on, next page, please. Nutrition facts. Not like anybody cares. If you ever want to know the nutrition facts, they come in these neat little pamphlets that you get. All right, I'm gonna put my peepers back on because I want to see again. There we are. Had to refocus the eyeballs. All right. Well, that does it for this Universal Yums box. That was our lovely little trip to Korea, and it was a lot like the UK version. A lot of misses, a few hits, you know, but a lot of misses. And well, that concludes this here video. I'll see you next time. Thanks for viewing.